Hi, this is Joe Beck from My Real Estate Recovery. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about various education companies that are out there that work with real estate investors as it relates to teaching them how to be a successful real estate investor. And before I get into discussing my perspective and my thoughts on various educational companies, I would like to just put out that I'm a big proponent of education. However, I want to clarify that statement by saying I'm a big proponent of practical education that's going to get individuals to actually take steps and take action. Everybody's kind of heard the phrase, knowledge is power, right? Well, in reality, that phrase is only part of the story. It's actually kind of incorrect. Knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. Just knowing something doesn't necessarily do anything to change your life or put you in a better place financially, emotionally, spiritually, whatever it is. You have to believe in it so much that you go out and take action to truly change your life. And my take on various education companies is, especially these national level companies that have road shows of people that come out, road crews that come out and do workshops in a particular local area. The people that are there speaking don't do real estate in that local area. I'm sure they are qualified investors from wherever they are, but they don't necessarily know the market where they're speaking a lot of the times. And unfortunately, they convince people that come out to their events that they have a way of helping these people be successful. And in many instances, they do. In many instances, there are people that will come to these events. They will go through the individual programs that are provided by these educational companies, and perhaps they'll make some business happen. They'll do some deals. I'm going to tell you where I fundamentally disagree with these programs. I fundamentally disagree with these programs from a simple perspective. The first is this. It's not a matter of whether or not people can do certain things as a real estate investor, because I'm here to tell you, you absolutely can. If you know strategies and you're a creative thinker and you're a problem solver, you can do just about anything as a real estate investor. The issue isn't whether or not you can. The issue is whether or not you should. Whether it's appropriate for your individual situation. And unfortunately, a lot of these larger education companies that travel the country selling education to individual real estate investors, they never really take the time to ask the appropriate questions. What is appropriate and correct for that individual investor's personal situation? Not everybody should go out and start as a real estate investor by buying rental properties. Not everybody should go out and start as a real estate investor by going out and trying to flip a house. Now, I'm here to tell you that those strategies create a lot of excitement and buzz, and it's a lot easier for these companies to market a rather expensive educational program if the profits on the other end are significantly large. But the reality is, it's a very, very small subsection of people that are able to start that way and consistently be successful. And I'm going to tell you the difference. I'm going to tell you what holds people back, and it usually has to do with people being in a situation where they don't have localized support. They don't have people that know the local market. They don't have somebody that they can sit down with personally, one-on-one, and talk about real estate investing and kind of see exactly what it is they're doing if they're not doing the things that are getting them the results they want. So unfortunately, these national level education companies, they tend to not have that. They might have some type of regional support. More than likely, any support offered is done via the internet or rather over an 800 number. And it's usually not with a qualified coach right in the backyard of the individual investor. And I'm going to tell you that it's not surprising because of those things. If you take a closer look at these companies and dig deeply into how they are perceived by the consumers, you're going to find that there are many, many people that spend tens of thousands of dollars, $30,000, $40,000. I've seen it as high as $50,000 or $60,000 in multiple educational programs, and a lot of these people just never get out of the gate as a real estate investor. I'm going to tell you that it is almost always better to have personalized one-on-one coaching to help you go out and be successful. Now, this is not a shot at these other companies. I'm sure there are fine companies and fine individuals that work at these companies. I'm flawing and basically blaming the model and not necessarily the individual people or company. I'm going to tell you the average person tends to learn a little bit better and a little bit easier if they could sit down and have a cup of coffee with their coach every once in a while, come into the office and sit down and take a really hard look at what it is that they're doing. And my experience has been after working with hundreds of individual real estate investors is that those are the people that tend to be a bit more successful, people that are able to get questions answered quicker. Some people learn differently. Some people just learn in a way that is very experiential, and they need to have somebody right there with them, rolling up their sleeves and walking through it with them. If you're somebody that's interested in learning the difference between these national level education programs and true one-on-one coaching or true localized personal coaching, I encourage you to check out our company, My Real Estate Recovery, at our website, www.myrerecovery.com. This is Joe Beck with My Real Estate Recovery. We look forward to hearing from you.